Hello, my name is Jeremy Signorelli. Today, I will be teaching you how to mic a saxophone. This isn't the only way to mic a saxophone. There are many ways to mic a saxophone, even with using multiple mics for room mics. There is no right or wrong way with miking a saxophone, but I will be showing you the way that I found to be most successful to me with lots of experimentation and testing. I will only be showing you how to mic a saxophone with one mic, being that I mainly use reverb or delay in 99.9% recordings I make, and therefore have no need for a room mic. Before I get into the lesson, I just want to say that I've looked up on YouTube for videos on how to mic a saxophone, and have found zero. So I decided to make one. Okay, so I'll be showing you how to mic a saxophone with 3 different microphones I have. The first mic I'll be showing you is the MXL 990. It has a very nice warm tone to it on the saxophone, as well as a nice crisp high end. Most people will tell you the traditional mic placement, that is, 4 to 6 inches from the bell pointed directly at the bell. However, if you take a look at this picture of the saxophone, you will notice that when you open the tone holes above the bell, the tone comes out of these tone holes as well as the bell. Only miking the bell will not allow the tone from the other tone holes to reach the mic as evenly as from the bell, and the bell would overpower the tone holes, providing a buzzy sound which you mostly hear in recordings today. Nothing is wrong with that kind of tone if that's the tone you're looking for, but if you want an all-around, full, even tone, try picking up the mic a little and pointing it between the bell and upper saxophone as shown in the picture. This will ensure not only a warm tone, but also an even volume of all notes rather than the lower notes overpowering the upper ones. The next microphone I will be showing you will be the Shure SM58. This is the standard live vocal microphone. It has a very live, buzzy sound on saxophone for a more modern, jazzy sound. Most people go with the traditional 4 to 6 inches pointed at the bell as said before. However, with this mic, I have found that the microphone is buzzy enough with the saxophone, and is even more buzzy with it so close. It was too buzzy for my liking, because I like to have a more full tone on the saxophone, so I decided to try pulling it back about 1.5 to 2 feet away, pointed, once again, between the bell and the upper saxophone. This will ensure that you get an even, not too buzzy sound. However, you have to compensate with this by making sure you record it in a dead room for more direct sound, unless you want the normal room reverb for an effect. By the way, just for a definition, a dead room is a room with no echo in it. It's just like you snap your finger, you don't hear any echo, you just hear an up-close dry sound. The next and last microphone I will show you will be a Shure Unidyne 3 mic. This mic is old, from the 70s, and has a nice low end to it. It's not as crisp as the other two, but has a nice low end to it. It's really cool too, because if you hold it like this, it kind of looks like a gun. Anyway, I found that if you have it higher up and pointed again in between the bell and upper saxophone, you get an even sound. You can apply this method of miking to the modern version of this mic, the Shure SM57. They are very closely related, only this mic, the Unidyne 3, has a lower end to it. The SM57 has a crisper high to it, and is not quite as low as the Unidyne 3 microphone. Once again, you want to make sure you record in a smaller, more dead room with carpeting or with paneled ceiling, unless you want the room sound for an effect. As a side note, this miking system would apply to all saxophones excluding the straight soprano saxophone for obvious reasons. Well, I hope you've found this miking tutorial helpful. Once again, this isn't the only way or right way to mic a saxophone. There are many ways to use a microphone, and it doesn't matter how you do it, really. It matters how you get the sound. However, there are a few guidelines on how to base your reasons for where to place the mic, as well as what angle the microphone is facing. Slight adjustments to the mic placement and angle will alter the tone, sometimes greatly, sometimes with a more subtle change. If you have any comments or questions, please write them in the comments box below, and please subscribe. This is Jeremy Signorelli. Have a good one.